Recording in progress.
Hello and welcome. Today we've got Nick Alvear from Good Lion TV and we are going to be discussing red pills. Now, just before we begin, you can subscribe to our Telegram channels and to nicholasveniamin.com for our free email updates. Nick Alvear, thank you for joining me. How are you and what have you been up to?
Man, I'm so good. It feels like a good end of the year.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, no, it's coming now.
Okay, go for it. I can hear you now.
Yeah,
sure.
So I've been making some more films. I don't know how many I've made this year so far, but if I were to guess, maybe 10 to 20. And I apologize for anyone who's encountering the delay, but we're going to struggle through this together, just like we've done over the last 2 years.
Well, hopefully the delay won't be that bad on my side. It seems to be all working fine as I'm recording on my side. So, and hopefully it's just on your side that it's like that. So Nick, where do we start? What have you been up to? Where do we start? I know you're a filmmaker. You know, you're passionate about creating documentaries to Redpill, the nations and the world and the other planets watching in the other galaxies. You know, where do we begin?
Oh, man. Absolutely. Where do we begin? Let me share my screen here. Yeah.
Oh, let me just allow you to do that. Hang on.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you for mentioning the passion I've got behind what I do is immense. For the last 18 months, I've just been making a lot of films and re-releasing some. So right now, I've been rebuilding my YouTube page. I had a 60,000 subscriber page that was actually given back to me recently. And then YouTube took it away. And they took it away 2 days later. So what I've been doing is just building it up. I've got 2 strikes. It's been very on edge, but check it out. There's these last 2 I released. There's a new one called Weird History, The Last President. And then I re-released Fall of the Cabal, which is the Paul is Dead movie. I don't know if you know about the theory behind Paul McCartney being dead. Do you know about that?
I've heard about it. And that he apparently died in a car accident, was it?
Absolutely. Yeah, 1966. It might have been September 11th or November 9th. Just depends on who's reading it. And they say he got in an argument when he was at the studio. And he stormed off, drove in the rain, picked up a woman, and then got in a car accident. And his head was decapitated, basically, is what they're saying. He blew his mind out in a car. There's all these like clues left and right that the Beatles had to let out, because holding such a secret like that for however many years you did becomes very difficult, and it eats your soul. So eats your rubber soul. Who knows if they're talking about Paul McCartney when they're talking about rubber soul, but there's a lot of things that you can clue in on when you start to explore. One of the biggest ones that I find massive is when Olivia Harrison, George Harrison's wife, calls Paul McCartney Billy. And we know that Billy Shears is the one who was replacing Paul McCartney. That's just one tidbit in this movie that takes you on a roller coaster. And here's the thing. Some people are going to say, so what? So what? Paul McCartney died and they replaced him with someone else. That guy was a great musician. Why should I care? Well, you should care, because if they can do that with one of the biggest pop stars that we know, what else are they going to do that with? Who else are they going to do that with? It leads you to start to question everything. So I really recommend watching that. I don't release everything on my YouTube, but you can come and have a great time. There's some great stuff on here. The best time, though, is on goodlion.tv. This is what it's like now. And this is just a preview of where it's going. This is basically building up to become the Netflix of Redpill cinema. And what you see here on the front page, again, Weird History, which we can talk about that in a bit. But you also have every other channel that I've been building. So you got all the Good Lion films. It's myself. I recently integrated We Are Anon. He created the history of Flat Earth, the lost history of Flat Earth, and What on Earth Happened. Such a freaking red pill. I'm not joking you. You're going to question everything after you watch that. Now, when it comes to the election fraud and when it comes to what's going on right now with Trump, Mr. Truth Bomb takes the award. He's just a stallion at making a great informational videos that interweave theories of what is actually happening today. So one of the greatest things he's done so far is the devolution theory. He turned Patriot Patel's theory into a movie. We all need to see that movie to reinstate your faith in the plan if you've given up on it. That will actually make you go, oh my gosh, Trump's coming back. I know that's a big statement, but, and then of course we got Mouthy Buddha here. Mouthy Buddha is well known for Pedo Gate. He's basically shining a light on all the child sex trafficking. So thank you, Mouthy. He's phenomenal. And then here's the beginning series that I've done. Now check it out. If you just start to scroll through, you're going to have all these channels. Good Line Films, the Pervywood series. One of my most favorite now is Lion Disclosure. Still have a few more episodes to upload. I believe 7 and 8 of the Order Out of Chaos, the Freemasonry Exposed series. I've teamed up with a very, very good researcher to basically make about 4 films a week. And these are all bites. They're like lion bites.
Wow.
And yeah, the weekly report he just submitted today is good. I have a few of the headlines to tell you about, but check it out. We got Leather Shoes. That's Kate Spade. That's David Spade's sister. She was murdered in typical fashion with a red scarf. We all know what that means. It's a sacrifice. And then, of course, Killers Unknown. It's kind of like Parts Unknown, but this is with Anthony Bourdain. And that one's a 7-part series is making our way to change. So keep at it, guys. Keep at it.
Well, Nick, Alvear, thank you very much for sharing that with us, and we'll speak again very soon. Good luck. Thank you.